second day of winter.
No, 8:19 in the morning.
8:19 in the morning, 8:20 in the morning. So this is the start of our journey on the second day of winter.
And then I'll pull ahead and I'll stop again because I missed the last stop.
Good morning. We are on our way to Winnipeg. Time check, it's 8:40 in the morning. So pretty. Time check, it's 9 in the morning, the second day of winter.
9 in the morning and the sun has just broken the horizon. We got up at about 7 this morning, and by 8 o'clock we're getting ready to go, but it was still dark out. This was the shortest day of the year, was December 21st. So now the days are getting longer. This is the 22nd. So this day is about a minute longer than it was on the 21st. That means 1 minute of more daylight. The day is still 24 hours long, but 1 more minute of daylight. And then tomorrow we'll gain another minute or so. And by midsummer, we'll have daylight by 5 in the morning, and it'll stay dark stay daylight till 10 o'clock at night. Right now by 4 o'clock at night is dark. It's nicer to travel in the daylight hours in the winter because once the sun goes down, usually the temperature goes down with it.
So what's the temperature today?
Negative 15 Celsius. But as the temperature gets colder, you have more of a tendency to have ice on the roads. So it's nice to travel during daylight hours. Should be in Winnipeg by 2 o'clock this afternoon.
So it's 9:01 in the morning.
Yeah, minus 15 below is not considered cold yet. Anything over minus 20 Celsius we feel is cold. Up until minus 27.
The sun is on my side now, and it's a pretty one. And the
Qu'Appelle Valley is where the Qu'Appelle River runs through.
And the sun's still hiding. What's the temperature, dear?
Minus 13.
Alright. So it's 9:29.
It was minus 11 this morning. It went down as low as minus 15. Now it's minus 13. This is the Qu'Appelle Valley you see in front of us. Down there where that dark area is, there's a little river runs through there called the Qu'Appelle River. In the morning. We're now on the Trans-Canada Highway, which is a divided 4-lane highway, and the sun is up. It's in my eyes, so I got to use my sun visor. There's a little wee bit of ice on the road, so we're running a little slower than we normally would, but it's not bad. And doing pretty good. It's minus 11 degrees Celsius now, so warmed up a little bit. So we're doing pretty good on the road. It's going to take about 6 hours to get to Winnipeg instead of 5 hours like we usually do. But as long as you get there safe and sound, the time doesn't matter. Good day. It is now 10:24, Manitoba border. Temperature outside is minus 10 Celsius. Thought we'd give you a picture of the Manitoba border sign. This is the border between Saskatchewan and Manitoba. We're still in Canada. We just passed a COVID sign that said if you're not fully vaccinated, you have to quarantine for, I think it said 10 days. Because we're fully vaccinated, we're okay to keep traveling.
Too much steam though.
Yeah, lots of steam. Got a bunch of grain silos there, so it's something to do with farming.
Yeah, that's our snacks. That's our snacks today.
Your video.
Oh. That's okay. Oh, there's police.
11 o'clock and all's going well. The sun's up high enough now that we don't have to squint behind the sun visor. It is now minus 10 Celsius, and we're going to be looking at gassing up pretty soon. We're nearing Brandon, Manitoba, which is a good-sized city in Manitoba. I think Brandon is the second largest city in Manitoba. I think Winnipeg's the biggest, and then Brandon's the next. We didn't get as much snow here, some of it blew away.
Yeah.
I'd rather them pump it than me, but I think that's going to happen. When you get into this place. They don't spend any money on anything, they just go.
Okay.
And then everywhere we go where there's water,
Yeah.
we try and find some sand and put some sand in it and go in the water. It's 12 o'clock. We thought it was 12 o'clock both places. But right now it's down to minus 12. So the temperature's dropped a couple of degrees. Fuel was over $1. I think it was $1.32.9 there. Almost 1 o'clock. We're still on the highway and there's still nothing to see. We're getting close to Portage, Prairie. Hour to get to Winnipeg. Still all prairies here, flat. Not much for trees. This place up here on the right, I do believe is a slaughterhouse for the meat packaging plant. The blue and white one. Portage La Prairie. We're bypassing Portage La Prairie. Winnipeg. We'll go there and they'll have bleach and that boy cooked up and for on the Asian market.
Those are factory.
Yes. Richardson. Now it's probably at least a grain collection place. Running along this Trans-Canada Highway, we're basically paralleling to the United States border. If we go 100 miles or so, 200 kilometers or so to the south, we would be in the United States. We're paralleling the border but running in Canada. That's why you see a few signs that show you how to get down to different cities in the U.S. because we're running along about 100 miles, 160 kilometers up from the border. We're in Headingley, which is almost a suburb of Winnipeg. It's outside of Winnipeg, but it basically joins up to Winnipeg here. Took us about 5.5 hours to get here, and normally it would have taken us 5 hours in the summer. So because it was winter and it was a little wee bit of ice on the roads, it took us about half an hour longer. But Canada is such a huge country that anywhere you go, you got to drive and drive and drive and drive. Closest decent-sized airport we have. So my daughter's flying into Winnipeg, and then we'll pick her up. And anywhere you go in Canada, you're looking at a few hours drive. Mine is 13 now. They're now in Winnipeg.